3,000 feet below the surface, the ocean isn't just water, it's pressure, darkness, and death. No light, no sound. Over 100 times the pressure your body can survive. Steel bends, lungs collapse. Life shouldn't exist here. And then, something clicks. A pulse of sound tears through the abyss. It hits something massive, and something massive hits back. This isn't science fiction, it's a real battle in the deep. The ocean's smartest predator versus its most terrifying monster, the orca and the colossal squid. Two different worlds, one brutal fight. Only one rules the dark. The monster with hooks. The colossal squid is not just a big squid, it is a living war machine. Growing up to 46 feet long and weighing over 1,000 pounds, it is much heavier and more aggressive than the famous giant squid. It has the largest eyes in the animal kingdom, literally the size of dinner plates, designed to catch the tiniest flicker of light in a world of shadows. But its real weapons are its arms. Unlike most squids that have simple suction cups, the colossal squid's tentacles are lined with swiveling, sharp hooks. These hooks rotate and tear. They sink into flesh and don't let go. If it grabs you, it's like being hugged by 100 serrated knives. Then there's the beak. It's as hard as bone and can slice through thick muscle with the precision of a surgeon. For millions of years, this creature was the final boss of the deep. Down here, it was untouchable, until something from the surface followed it down. The descent of a mammal. Orcas are not fish. They are air-breathing mammals just like us. They evolved from land predators 50 million years ago. So, by all the rules of biology, they should be stuck at the surface. And yet, they dive. They plunge over 1,000 meters deep, more than 3,000 feet. For a human, that kind of pressure would kill us 2 different ways before we even hit bottom. But the orca has a cheat code. Before it dives, it takes one massive breath, and then its lungs collapse on purpose. By flattening its lungs, the orca stops gas from entering its blood, which prevents the bends. Instead of using lung air, it stores all its oxygen in its blood and muscles. Its muscles are basically oxygen batteries. Its heart rate slows to a crawl, its blood is sent only to the brain and heart, and the orca becomes a living 20,000-pound submarine. It can stay down there for 15 minutes, more than enough time to start a fight. Hunting without sight. At 3,000 feet, your eyes are useless, but the orca doesn't need them. It hunts with sound. Inside the orca's forehead is a big lump of fat called the melon. This is an acoustic lens. The orca shoots high-frequency clicks out of its forehead that are so loud, over 200 decibels, that they would probably knock a human unconscious if they were right in front of it. The sound waves hit the squid and bounce back. From those echoes, the orca's brain builds a 3D image. It knows exactly how big the squid is, how fast it's moving, and even what its internal organs look like. The colossal squid might be invisible in the dark, but to an orca, it's lit up like a neon sign. First contact. Imagine the scene. A 20,000-pound orca sliding silently through the black water. Below it, a half-ton squid is drifting, waiting for a meal. The orca sends out a burst of clicks. The squid feels the vibration in the water and reacts instantly. Its tentacles flare out. Those swiveling hooks rotate into the kill position. We know these battles happen because sperm whales, the orca's main rival, often surface with huge circular scars on their faces. They are battle wounds from grappling with squids in the abyss. But while sperm whales usually just try to grab and swallow, orcas are much meaner. They fight smart. The power gap. A male orca can weigh 22,000 pounds, while a colossal squid weighs 1,100 pounds. That is a 20-to-1 weight difference. In the ocean, mass is king. If an orca rams a squid at 25 miles per hour, it's like being hit by a freight train. The first strike isn't even a bite, it's a blunt force impact that can stun the squid instantly. If the squid manages to latch on, digging those hooks into the orca's thick blubber, the orca doesn't panic. It uses a death roll. It twists and spins its entire body, using its massive weight to tear the squid's tentacles off. We see orcas with long rake marks on their skin all the time. Those aren't accidents, those are the scars of a war we never see. Why risk the dark? The deep sea is cold, crushing, and dangerous. Why would an orca leave the sunny surface to go down there? Because orcas aren't just animals, they have culture. Each pod of orcas has its own traditions. Some pods only eat salmon, some only eat seals, but some pods are deep-sea specialists. They teach their calves how to dive, how to manage their oxygen, and how to fight squids. This isn't instinct, it's an education. It is a generational war passed down from mother to child for thousands of years. They go down there because the colossal squid is a high-calorie prize. It is a massive, protein-rich meal that makes the dangerous dive worth it. The intelligence gap. The colossal squid has a big brain, but it's a solitary hunter. It evolved to rule the dark alone. The orca, however, evolved to rule in teams. Orcas have one of the most complex brains on the planet. They plan, they communicate, they assign roles. Even in the deep, they might hunt in pairs. While one orca distracts the squid from the front, another can strike from the side. The squid is a masterpiece of biology, but the orca is a masterpiece of strategy. One is a monster, the other is a soldier. The evidence. We can't easily film at 3,000 feet, but the evidence of this war washes up all the time. Orcas have been seen off the coast of Australia sharing huge chunks of deep-sea squid at the surface. They have been photographed with fresh, bloody hook marks on their faces. These are the battle reports of a war that happens in total silence, far away from human eyes. The invasion of the abyss. Most people think the most terrifying thing about this underwater war is the jagged teeth or the razor-sharp hooks, but they're wrong. The real horror isn't the weapons, it's the invasion. You see, the colossal squid is a masterpiece of biology, but it is a prisoner to its environment. It is perfectly designed for one place and one place only, the crushing dark of the deep. It can't breathe at the surface, and its body would literally fall apart in the warm, shallow water where we live. But the orca? The orca is a ghost that can walk through every door. Orcas don't have boundaries. They hunt in the frozen cracks of the Antarctic ice. They lunge onto the beaches of Argentina to snatch seals. They patrol the tropical reefs of the Pacific. And now, they have done the one thing the monsters of the deep never thought possible. They have invaded the abyss. The squid is a masterpiece of biology, but the orca is a masterpiece of the mind. They don't just show up in a new place, they conquer it. They study the environment, they learn the rules of the high-pressure void, they figure out the squid's weaknesses, and then, the most terrifying part, they teach those rules to their children. They are a multi-generational military force that is slowly taking over the last safe haven on Earth. The abyss was supposed to be the one place where the monsters could hide, but the orca has turned that sanctuary into a hunting ground. The smile is a lie. The next time you see an orca at an aquarium, in a movie, or on a postcard, and it looks like it's smiling, I want you to remember what is actually behind those teeth. That smile is a biological mask. Behind it is an animal that can descend into a darkness so heavy it would crush a steel submarine. It is an animal that can track prey it can't even see, using a sonar system more advanced than anything the US Navy has ever built. It is an animal that can coordinate a military-style execution in a freezing, high-pressure void where no human could survive for a single second. The deep sea once belonged to the monsters. It was a world of giants, of glowing eyes, and of 40-foot-long nightmares. But that era is over. Now, even in the blackest, most remote corners of the ocean, the orca is watching, the orca is learning, and the orca is hunting. It turns out, the most dangerous thing in the ocean isn't the monster with the hooks, it's the one that thinks. And in a world where the king of the deep has finally arrived, nothing in the ocean is truly safe anymore.